Quotes by Albert Einstein about science, technology, mathematics. Scientists investigate that which already is. I am not very satisfied with my theory of thermoelectricity. I never failed in mathematics. Before I was 15, I had mastered differential and integral calculus. The whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking. It is the theory that decides what can be observed. Everyone who is seriously involved in the pursuit of science becomes convinced that some spirit is manifest in the laws of the universe, one that is vastly superior to that of man. In this way, the pursuit of science leads to a religious feeling of a special sort, which is surely quite different from the religiosity of someone more naive. The scientist finds his rewards in what Henry Poincar calls the joy of comprehension, and not in the possibilities of application to which any discovery may lead. To his sons, I am actually glad that neither of you dedicated yourselves to science, because it is a hard thing, full of difficult and futile work. This world is a strange madhouse. Currently, every coachman and every waiter is debating whether relativity theory is correct. When I have no special problem to occupy my mind, I love to reconstruct proofs of mathematical and physical theorems that have long been known to me. There is no goal in this, merely an opportunity to indulge in the pleasant occupation of thinking. The real goal of my research has always been the simplification and unification of the system of theoretical physics. The progress of science presupposes the possibility of unrestricted communications of all results and judgments, freedom of expression, and instruction in all realms of intellectual endeavor. This evening I sat 2 hours at the window and thought about how the law of interaction of molecular forces could be determined. The process of scientific discovery is, in effect, a continual flight from wonder. People like us, who believe in physics, know that the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. The grand aim of all science is to cover the greatest number of empirical facts by logical deduction from the smallest number of hypotheses or axioms. Why does this magnificent applied science, which saves work and makes life easier, bring us so little happiness? The simple answer runs, because we have not yet learned to make sensible use of it. In science, moreover, the work of the individual is so bound up with that of his scientific predecessors and contemporaries that it appears almost as an impersonal product of his generation. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. Our entire much-praised technological progress, and civilization generally, could be compared to an axe in the hand of a pathological criminal. Concern for man and his fate must always form the chief objective of all technological endeavors. In order that the creations of our minds shall be a blessing and not a curse to mankind, never forget this in the midst of your diagrams and equations. Yes, we have to divide up our time like that, between our politics and our equations. But to me, our equations are far more important. For politics are only a matter of present concern. A mathematical equation stands forever. I assert that the cosmic religious experience is the strongest and the noblest driving force behind scientific research. Equations are more important to me because politics is for the present, but an equation is something for eternity. Pure mathematics is, in its way, the poetry of logical ideas. Quotes by Albert Einstein about time, nature, the universe. One must take what nature gives as one finds it. Joy in looking and comprehending is nature's most beautiful gift. How wretchedly inadequate is the theoretical physicist as he stands before nature and before his students. My scientific work is motivated by an irresistible longing to understand the secrets of nature and by no other feelings. My love for justice and the striving to contribute towards the improvement of human conditions are quite independent from my scientific interests. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. On if his life was a success. Neither on my deathbed nor before will I ask myself such a question. Nature is not an engineer or a contractor, and I myself am a part of nature. Occurrences in this domain are beyond the reach of exact prediction because of the variety of factors in operation, not because of any lack of order in nature. Numerous are the wares that nature produces by the dozen, but her choice products are few. Space by itself and time by itself are doomed to fade away into mere shadows, and only a kind union of the two will preserve an independent reality. A spirit is manifest in the laws of the universe, a spirit vastly superior to that of man, and one in the face of which we with our modest powers must feel humble. If the bee disappeared off the surface of the globe, then man would have only 4 years of life left. No more bees, no more pollination, no more plants, no more animals, no more man. I sometimes ask myself how it came about that I was the one to develop the theory of relativity. The reason, I think, is that a normal adult never stops to think about problems of space and time. These are things which he has thought about as a child. What I see is a certain something, desolate and gray as infinity. I do not believe that the structure of the human brain is to be blamed for the fact that man cannot grasp infinity. Make a lot of walks to get healthy and don't dread that much, but save yourself some until you're grown up. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. A human being is a part of a whole, called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feelings as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more inspirational video.